I have had few interesting conversations with some of the people. Like when they go for interviews, so they have to study, they have to learn the language. To
Mm.
what extent they should learn? Because many people have told me that in the interviews they have been asked the same kind of questions, which was kind of de facto question set before the AI came into picture, and they they cannot say that okay, these things AI will do, I will do on top of that. So what will you recommend to the people, like do we, how to study in this AI world?
That's a good question, and I think we have been talking about also that when before we just run the live
Mhm.
when you were asking me, for example, if I'm still making like a lot of tutorials, it is also kind of in the same niche. For example, during the past, a lot of people were coming to YouTube or even if on Google, for example, if they are looking for some information and like, okay, yeah, let me just directly make my research on Google or go to YouTube, see some tutorials. Nowadays, you can use like your Cloud Code, asking him to do something and he's just going to do it even if you don't really understand. Maybe the difference was like by just looking by yourself or searching on YouTube or I don't know, make reading some article on Medium, you were kind of learning at the same time that you are building. Now with Cloud Code, sometimes you can just generate something and it was like, okay, I will just review later. And if you forgot, then okay, you are like, okay, it's already made. Let's move on. So coming from like the interview part, uh, a recruiter, I think nowadays are just going to ask you if you are using AI tools. What I just noticed is more and more company are kind of adopting this AI tools or AI area. So if you are good at your techno, of course they are just going to ask you some few questions.
Mhm.
But are you going to say that, oh, I don't know this, but AI can do it, so I can use AI? Or are you just going to say, yeah, I'm good at AI, so I'm just going to find, now we are talking about AI as technology.
Right.
So yeah, because during the past, people were just asking question about okay, the techno itself, for example, what can you build with that? Do you know how to create, I don't know, a list, for example? How do you use a tuple? But nowadays, I'm pretty sure like there is some developer who don't care about that and who was like, oh, I know how to prompt. So the new system is kind of like more prompting engineering stuff oriented, like yeah, I'm good at just this techno, for example. So if I can give advice to people, learn both.
That's great advice actually, because I was having a conversation around couple of months back with a company, and they wanted to check uh, you know how good or bad I am. So uh, it it went to a language which I use 6 to 7 languages till now. So it's not possible to remember each one of them. So they asked me some questions about a language which I used around 4 or 5 years back, and they were asking me some kind of trick question that used to be kind of de facto questions pre AI time. And I said to them is that, look, I can tell you the concept, I don't remember the syntax.
Mm,
Syntax part is easy because learning syntax, I always say that learning syntax is not learning programming. For programming you don't even need to learn any syntax, right? Programming can be done in pseudocodes also. So I think you said exactly the same thing. Look, you don't need to remember some things which is just a fingertip away,
mm.
but concept wise, I believe the people should be aware of that, how things are happening. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm joining your point.